Breaking news, the Detroit Pistons sent Saben Lee and Kelly Olynyk to the Utah Jazz for Bojan Bogdanovic.
A bag of chips. We sent to the Utah Jazz. I'm going to say this too.
Walk me through it. My God.
Troy Weaver. You're special, man. You're special. The fact that you flipped Kelly Olynyk, which I had concerns of because you already have Duren, you have Nerlens Noel, Isaiah Stewart, you got enough big men. Get Kelly Olynyk and space the floor for you, but you trade him for a guy who can also space the floor for you. You need wing depth. You get Bojan Bogdanovic, a career 39% three-point shooter. I love this. He averaged 18 points last year. He's an expiring contract. Worst case scenario, you let him walk. And you save about $12 million of what you would have paid Kelly Olynyk. So I love this. I've always said for this team to have the success, and I'm not talking about winning all these games, but at least gelling, you need shooting. You need spacing for Jaden Ivey and Cade Cunningham, and you got just that. It's not just Saddiq Bey now. You have more shooting on the wing. And here you go, Bojan Bogdanovic, a veteran, a guy who last year for the Utah Jazz in garbage time was shooting the hell out of the ball. So I love this trade. It's one of those trades where it doesn't move the needle, from 30 wins to 45 wins. No, but they did get better at him by doing that trade. You get rid of Saben Lee, who wasn't going to see much time this year anyway, and Kelly Olynyk, who was already getting squeezed out of the rotation. So for those two players, you flip for a guy who's a damn near 40% three-point shooter for his career. I mean, I'm not saying this is on the level of Marvin Bagley. This is a good
rotation piece,
but talk about the trades he's made. Like Josh Jackson and Trey Lyles for Marvin Bagley, and then you trade Kelly Olynyk and Saben Lee for Bojan Bogdanovic. He's wheeling and dealing. I don't
agree with a lot of your comments this morning. Noel will not start. Isaiah Stewart will be the starting five. He will be part of the starting five, and he will be your number 5. It'll be Cade Ivey, Saddiq Bey, Marvin Bagley, Isaiah Stewart. That is the starting 5. I don't think it'll be anything else, Jeff. And now you have Bogdanovic coming off the bench. Now you have Killian Hayes off the bench. Jalen Duren.
Right.
You have pieces on this basketball team. I'm really liking what I'm seeing from Troy Weaver. It was a bag of chips, as you said. He sent over a bag of chips. He got a whole Brinks truck of them. Yeah. Phenomenal.
And I love it, man. And this speaks a lot to not only, you talk about Jalen Duren, and the biggest question we had is how ready is he going to be? And you saw it in the summer league. He's going to get more playing time with now the departure of Kelly Olynyk. So this is great for Jalen Duren. It's great for Isaiah Stewart. It's great for the young guys. And you're getting a wing who can shoot, which is the biggest need for this team. I get he doesn't play defense like Isaiah Livers, but you need spacing, and he fits that mold. You can play him at the 3 or the 4. So no complaints from me, Adam. I love it. This is a small trade, but it's significant in a way. You grab a veteran, but a veteran who isn't no slouch. You can shoot the ball. So I love it.
All right, well, let's look at what it does to the rotations right now, right? Mm-hmm. Now, what was the one thing we had an issue with before this trade? When Cade's on the court and Saddiq Bey isn't, what shooting options do you have?
Yeah,
Ivy's a
Livers.
rookie.
Yeah.
Ivy's a rookie. Livers is okay. Well, where is the playmaking ability for not only Cade, but for Killian Hayes? When Saddiq is not on the court, who is the primary shooter? That's a problem.
No, there's not
Who are the
spacing.
guys that are going to sit in their spots and create space? You don't have that. The Bogdanovic move, I love it. This is a guy I expect to get 20, 24 minutes a night. Hell, even 25, 26.
Right.
I could totally see it. Given how you're going to rotate, when Cade and Saddiq need a break, you'll probably see Hayes, Livers, Ivy. They'll go small, Bogdanovic on the court at the same time.
Right. I
really like this move. It gives Dwayne Casey a lot of flexibility.
It does. The versatility we always talk about. Like if you want to go, Cade, Jaden Ivey, Saddiq, Bogdan, and then you want to go Isaiah Stewart, there's your small ball lineup right there. And you got guys who can space the floor. Isaiah Stewart, we'll see how that three-point shooting translates. I think he's going to be, around 30%. I'm not going to say he's going to be near 40 his first year shooting the ball at a high rate. But Bogdan, that's a guy, that's the type of pieces that guys trade for. Even if it doesn't work out, let's say worst case scenario, Bogdan is a bum, he doesn't play well. He's an expiring contract. And that frees up $12 million more for you this offseason to go and spend money. That's the big thing to take out of it. Troy, maintaining that flexibility. You have Alec Burks, you have Bogdan, who, again, both those guys are 40% three-point shooters. You have Sadiq Bey, who we think can be a 40% three-point shooter. He had 50 last year. So, again, you're just adding more spacing for the rest of the team. And for Ivy and Cade, for the playmakers they have, Killian Hayes, this is a great thing. They needed shooting at him. They needed more shooting, and they got just that by doing the trade. In Utah, they're tanking for Victor. I mean, this tells us they're trading all their assets away. I believe Mike Conley's probably going to be out next if they can trade him. But, yeah, I mean, Utah's heading into a rebuild. They want to suck this year and be the worst team in the NBA. And the Pistons capitalize off that by getting one of their assets. They're basically trading away for nothing. So it's a win. It's a W trade by Troy Weaver, and he's maintaining that flexibility with the salary cap and with different players.
Does this all but guarantee Russell is staying in LA?
Because of what? The Pistons made
The
a
Utah
trade.
deal.
Oh, well, I think they're still going to try and attempt to trade Russell away. Maybe a team that wants to suck takes Russell in because he has 1 year left on his contract and you can get rid of him. Again, Utah, I'm not going to be surprised if they start eating contracts as well for 1 year. I mean, who knows? But Utah, they want to suck, period. And they're going to do just that this year. So whether it's Victor Wembanyama, Scoot Henderson, whoever it is, they're targeting the draft this upcoming year. That's for sure.